This morning on WJCL 22 Morning News at 6, much needed rain to start the work week. We'll track the timing of showers on this impact day in your certified most accurate forecast. The Sky Savannah Film Festival is packed with big names and even bigger excitement.
Oscar Isaacs and Josh Hutcherson, I love them.
Sydney Sweeney's coming, and just all of the actors in general.
We'll take you inside the red carpet and show you the biggest award moments of the day. And 4 weeks now into the government shutdown, and food assistance for millions of Americans could soon run out. How families and food banks are coping and what could happen next if the shutdown continues. WJCL 22 Morning News at 6 starts right now. And we're so happy you're here with us. Good morning. I'm Emma Hamilton here with our meteorologist, Melissa Hall. And Melissa, we can see all the green on the radar behind us. She's tracking out an impact day.
I am. At least it didn't happen on the weekend, though.
This is true. We had a pretty nice weekend.
We did. But today, what you see behind us, that's going to be typical all day long. It's not going to be nonstop rain, but we could have some high totals. And those downpours, that's a very distinct possibility as we get into the later part of the morning, into the early afternoon. Now, street flooding, that's on the lower end, gusty winds along the coast, but not for the rest of us. Severe storms, not expected either. In fact, just mainly rain. While you could hear a rumble or two of thunder, it's the heavy downpours. Some of us could see up to 2 inches before this finally clears out overnight tonight into tomorrow. Right now, our radar fairly quiet, but we do see some of those showers starting to creep in into the western part of the area. So as you're heading out this morning near the Statesboro area, you've got it. The roads are going to be wet, so make sure you are giving yourself some extra time this morning. You can encounter some of those leftover pockets from some of the downpours we've already had. Mid-60s at the coastline, a lot of us starting off in the 60s, and mid-50s the further west you go this morning. But with the clouds not going anywhere today and the showers staying on and off and that wind out of the northeast, we're going to stay in the 60s. In fact, Emma, this entire week we're going to stay in the 60s, and those temperatures get even cooler. I'm going to show you your 10-day forecast, and we're going to take a look at Futurecast here in a few minutes. First, though, let's take a live look outside at Victory Drive and Skidaway Road, one of those very busy intersections typically, and right now you see those roads are wet as you're heading out, so not the morning to rush around. Let's take a look in the low country for you. Haven't seen any problems for you if you're heading on to Hilton Head Island right now. It's 6:02 in the morning. Things are relatively quiet, so if you are making your way from Beaufort over to Hilton Head, maybe to catch that sunrise that's coming in right around 7:30 this morning, well, you can see you're not going to have any issues as of right now.
All right, Melissa, thanks so much. This morning, Statesboro police are looking for a suspect they say shot and killed a man in the parking lot of a local bar. Police have arrest warrants for Khalil Nickens of Sylvania. Nickens is facing felony murder charges, among others. He should be considered armed and dangerous. Nickens is accused of murdering a DeAndre Mincy in the parking lot outside of Cowboys Bar. A second man was also hurt in that shooting and was taken to the hospital with a non-life-threatening injury to the arm. Anyone with any information on where Nickens is should call Senior Detective Cross. That number right there is at the bottom of your screen. In Effingham, the sheriff's office is investigating a single car crash that killed one man. Deputies responded to that crash on Blue Jay Road near Finch Lane Friday night, just before 9. Driver Jacob Lane was traveling west when his car ran off the road, hitting a utility pole. Lane died at the scene from his injuries. A Good Samaritan helped deputies find Lane's dog, Roxy, who was in the car at the time of the crash. Roxy was returned to Lane's family. The government shutdown will hit its 4th week on Wednesday with no end in sight. Right now, millions of federal workers are going without pay, missing payday on Friday. Food banks all across the nation are feeling the hit as demand for services rises among federal workers. Plus, millions more Americans are expected to miss out on SNAP benefits, also known as food stamps. Right now, 42 million people rely on the program each month. Federal food assistance programs are set to run out later this week, creating a food crisis some experts warn could be the worst since the Great Depression. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio in Washington with the details.
This morning, as the federal government shutdown drags on, experts warn more than 40 million Americans could be impacted by the food assistance program set to run out by the end of the week. The U.S. Agriculture Department, which administers the SNAP food assistance program, announcing the well has run dry. The message on its website blaming Senate Democrats in an unusually partisan message for the shutdown.
I call on moderate Democratic senators to end this craziness.
But Democratic leadership pushing back.
We can't do a deal with President Trump and then have him tear it up tomorrow and start mass firings or canceling programs that he doesn't like or canceling programs that help blue states. We have to be sure that a deal is a deal.
It comes as the stalemate on Capitol Hill shows no signs of progress. The main sticking point, extending tax credits for the Affordable Care Act. A recent analysis from KFF found that premium payments could more than double in 2026 if the ACA enhanced premium tax credits expire. Many food banks are struggling to keep up with the demand, especially with fewer donations coming in.
Volunteer food pantries like ours and others cannot meet the need. SNAP is an essential piece of meeting the food need in the United States. And SNAP is being cut. It's very tragic.
It comes as another 700,000 federal workers are set to miss their first full paychecks this week. Among them, air traffic controllers who've begun calling out sick and taking second jobs, leading to staffing shortages at major airports. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warning that more flights could be delayed or canceled in the coming days. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent warns that money to pay the military may soon run out, and service members could miss their paychecks by mid-November if the shutdown continues. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Happening today, the Liberty County school system getting some major safety improvements. It is rolling out new weapons detection systems in middle and high schools. The walk-through metal detection systems are designed to rapidly scan people for dangerous items as they pass through the gate. The district says the goal is to provide an additional layer of safety and security to students and staff. Well, right now we're going to take a live look out on Broughton Street, where the Scout Savannah Film Festival continues this morning with plenty of celebrities hitting the red carpet. And this morning we do want to hear from you. Who are you most excited to see at the Scout Film Festival this year? You can vote right now by scanning that QR code or by heading over to WJCL.com/vote. Your options: Mark Hamill, Sydney Sweeney, Will Arnett, Brendan Fraser, Rose Byrne, or Amanda Seyfried. It is going to be a star-studded scene at Trustees Theater today. Actresses Sydney Sweeney, Rose Byrne, and Amanda Seyfried are set to make appearances throughout the day. Rose Byrne, best known for her work in Insidious, accepting the Luminary Award following a screening of the new film If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. That is happening today at 2:30. Amanda Seyfried will be presented with the Vanguard Award after the showing of The Testament of Anne Lee at 6. And then finally tonight at 9, Sydney Sweeney accepting the Spotlight Award for her performance in Christy. It's a biopic about the life of female boxer Christy Martin. And the first day of the Scout Film Festival, it was full of excitement, from Miles Teller to Davine Joy Randolph. The red carpet, it was shining with A-list celebrities. And it was a big night for Teller. He was honored with a Distinguished Performance Award.
This always feels like very pure. I feel like you're here for the right reasons at this film festival. So I've always had a good time.
WJCL 22 will be live from the red carpet all week long. You can catch us there for night 3 of the Scout Savannah Film Festival tonight on WJCL 22. And checking in on that poll, 100% of you saying you're excited to see Rose Byrne. That's got a lot of amazing people coming to town this week. Again, you can vote at WJCL.com/vote. Well, the 26th Annual Savannah Pride Festival, it is in the books. Over the weekend, there were vendors, live performances, and food trucks. Savannah Pride Center brought that event to life despite losing $30,000 to a funding cut just days ago.
Prides across the country, some have canceled because of this drop of funding. You know, we're going to continue to go, but we're relying on the help from the community to help us get through, keep our doors open, and keep providing the vital services that we do.
The funding cuts threatens the center's services, including free HIV testing, mental health services, and community outreach programs. If you'd like to donate to Savannah Pride Center, you can find that link over on our website. It's WJCL.com.